Good evening, Belize. It's Friday and you're tuned in to News 5. I'm Jamie Rock. Thanks for joining us. Here's what's making headlines tonight. A News 5 exclusive investigation uncovers a massive credit card scam where call center employees are stealing U.S. citizens' credit card information. We have the receipts and all the shocking details. In business news, retail's proposed acquisition of SpeedNet continues to stir debate and public backlash. And the Prime Minister explains how the government plans to protect consumers and taxpayers. On the international front, the U.S. State Department has frozen visa processing for countries including Belize, prompting our Prime Minister to respond, saying, "Immigrants built the United States." Back in Red Bank, a public consultation over a proposed Scarlet Macaw sanctuary ended in a fight, and we'll tell you what happens next. And a Belize City police officer is under investigation after video surfaced showing him pushing a woman to the ground. These stories and more are coming up in 60 seconds. Stay with us. News 5 starts now.
With Pastor Gino Jennings of the First Church of Our Lord Jesus Christ every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. exclusively on Greater Belize Media. The Truth of God with Pastor Gino Jennings every Sunday at 8 a.m. on Greater Belize Media.
Every connection we make is more than just a signal. It's a student unlocking a future through digital education. A young mind daring to dream bigger. Our culture shared with the world in real time. And everyday heroes answering the call of civic duty. When we connect with Digi, we empower Belize.
Welcome back. It's a cybercrime operation stretching from U.S. living rooms to Belize City restaurants, and it's fueled by stolen credit card data and an underground network now linked to gang activity. News 5 has been investigating this story, which exposes how sensitive financial information is being harvested, sold, and used in Belize. Joining me in the studio is reporter following the story, Paul Lopez. Paul, thanks for joining us. Can you tell us how you uncovered the story and what's happening?
Yes, Jamie. A massive credit card scam has hit Belize. What we've uncovered comes from an initial report from a businessman here in Belize City, Lee Mark Chang, the owner of Chunsan Palace, which is a restaurant. And what we've been able to gather in this following report comes from analyzing over 400 documents all linked to the credit card scam that's pointing directly back to the BPO sector. This is massive. This is huge. This goes beyond any one of our imaginations, because it is not only coming or affecting the BPO sector directly, but now we've confirmed through multiple sources and conversations that this situation has hit the streets, whereby if you have the right contacts, if you know the right people, you can make calls and you can buy credit card information off the streets, and you can even contact people to make purchases for you using stolen credit card information for just a fee, unknowing to the victims in the United States. And so this is what we explore in tonight's story. Joseph David O'Donnell of Long Island, New York, and Hannah Elizabeth Dietz of Nashville, Tennessee, are two of dozens of victims of a massive credit card scam being perpetrated in Belize. For weeks, this station has been investigating how employees in the BPO sector have been stealing credit card information from U.S. citizens to make purchases in Belize. The volume of evidence we have collected so far is staggering and shocking. News 5 has obtained over 400 chargeback receipts, and that's only from one restaurant in Belize City where customers use stolen credit card information. Chunsan Palace has become a prime target because of their mobile app. Chunsan has lost thousands of dollars in revenue. And this is because when you use a credit card, there is a processing period, so the money is not deducted immediately. The charge first shows as pending, and if the bank detects any possible fraud or scam, it can block the transaction and prevent the payment from going through. Here is how it works. Call center agents across Belize City are violating their company's payment card industry data security standard, or PCI standard, by sneaking in phones and recording sensitive data like credit card numbers and the CVV. They then would use this information to place orders on the Chunsan app and either have the food delivered or pick it up. They get their food, but Chunsan doesn't get the money. News 5 has confirmed with highly placed sources in several call centers and law enforcement that this has been happening for quite some time. And when that sensitive and valuable information gets out, it's up for the taking. In fact, it's being sold to gang members. News 5 has processed more than 25% of the chargeback receipts for Chunsan Palace. From the amount we have reviewed so far, 35 different stolen credit card numbers were used to make payments over the course of the last 2 years. For example, credit card information belonging to an individual with the last name True was used 14 times between December 3rd and 16th, 2024. This is a December 9th receipt for $66 worth of food, including barbecue pork, a red Fanta, and fried ice cream. 2 hours prior on the same day, the information was used to purchase 2 beef chow mein for $32. And an hour before that, a $58 purchase was made for barbecue wings, steamed pork dumplings, and sweet and sour chicken. A total of $156 in purchases on that day. In total, over the span of 13 days, $501 was charged to the card. In another instance, a U.S. credit card with the last name Justice was used at least a dozen times between March 13th and April 18th, 2024. On April 2nd, the customer purchased a pepper steak and fruit juice for $40. Delivery was made to the downtown plaza. Later that day, another customer made a purchase for fried chicken, fried fish fillet, and sweet and sour chicken, valued at $92. And only 6 minutes later, a third order was made for drinks valued at $22. The following day, an order was made for $147 worth of food, from chow mein to steak and sweet and sour pork. The business delivered this order to an address on New Road. Between March 13th and April 8th, $943 worth of charges were placed on Justice's card. And these details are only scratching the surface. From 80 orders involving 35 fraudulent credit card information within the span of a few months, businessman Lee Mark Chang lost an estimated $4,000. To combat the fraud, Chang began requiring customers provide identification when using the credit cards. So, fraudsters began taking pictures of the identification cards and uploading them to the app. Here's another thing. Some orders were delivered directly to locations where known call centers are established across the city. And now it has gotten much bigger than the call centers. News 5 has confirmed that known gang members are now selling this credit card information. These two WhatsApp messages are proof that you can buy stolen credit card information off the streets if you know who to contact. You can get names, addresses, card numbers, and even CVV codes. We managed to get this secret recording of one of these sellers who explained briefly how it worked.
The girl one day in the up, so it was order, and then the girl today, the girl thing for payment, and the girl thing done today, and it was first order.
And tonight the questions are piling up. Is the Financial Intelligence Unit already on the trail of this credit card scam ring operating in Belize? What exactly do police know, and how deep does it go? With an operation of this scale, the real question is not just who is behind it, but whether it can be put to a stop. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
This is quite a massive discovery. So, Paul, what happens next?
So, in terms of what we're looking at next, we're asking questions. We're asking, what does the FIU know at this point, and if they are on the ball with this issue? It can't be that it is being reported by the businessman and it is being reported by the station and the FIU doesn't have any direction on this. We're also questioning, what does the Belize Police Department know? We understand, based on investigation and based on commentary from the businessman, that reports have been made to the Belize Police Department about this matter. And we're also asking, what sort of safeguards does the BPO sector have in place, and how are they strengthening those safeguards to ensure that this does not continue? But it's a massive deal, and we will continue to follow it here on this news station.
Paul, thank you so much. Prime Minister John Bersenio left the country on personal leave on Thursday, but not before addressing growing national controversy surrounding BTL's proposed acquisition of Speednet, a company partially owned by members of his family. The announcement has sparked strong public backlash, with the opposition and social partners calling for the resignation of BTL chairman Mark Lizarraga, and critics warning the deal could pave the way for a telecommunications monopoly. So far, there has been no broad public consultation, and Cabinet has yet to receive a full briefing on the proposal. With pressure mounting from unions, business leaders, and the public, we asked the Prime Minister where the government stands on the proposed acquisition and whether it supports consolidation in the telecoms sector.
I think there's a process, and we should allow the process to pass. We need to appreciate that despite the fact that BTL is owned by the government and Social Security, majority, because we have a lot of small shareholders, I think we should allow BTL to do a business decision. They need to do what they believe is in the best interest, and the board members have a fiduciary responsibility to BTL. And if they believe that the decision that BTL is making is a good one, they should support it. If it's a bad one, they should say no. But again, BTL is going through a process. They're meeting with different sectors, explaining, because I think what happened is that when the announcement was made, which is a process, you announce and then you go and talk to people, there was a lot of uncertainty, or people weren't sure what was happening. And now they have started the process of meeting. I know they've met with members of the Chamber and the Business Bureau, they've met with Social Security, and the plan is that they'll come to Cabinet on Tuesday to give us a full briefing.
But is government inclined to support a consolidation?
Well, it is not a matter of consolidation. Our responsibility is to ensure that BTL can be as profitable as possible. But at the same time, we have to ensure that the consumers are protected at all times, that they are not price gouged, and that they give the best service possible.
As public concerns grow over the proposed BTL acquisition of SpeedNet, Prime Minister Briceño says government, amid concerns over BTL's proposed SpeedNet acquisition, Prime Minister says the government will protect consumers and taxpayers' investments, stressing that consolidation, properly regulated, is a common global practice and aims to prepare BTL for future challenges. When questioned about whether the move amounts to bailing out telecom companies, the PM pushed back, insisting consolidation is a common global practice once it's properly regulated.
I would accept that there is some concerns. And what we're saying by doing just an SI is simply just to put things on hold, on pause. Nothing will happen until you know how best to be able to regulate the industry. And at the end of the day, we need to remember BTL taxpayers paid $610 million plus. We still don't get the full amount for 2/3 of the telecom industry. And from BTL's perspective, they believe that if they were to buy the other 1/3, that there are efficiencies that could come into place and that they'll be able to withstand the challenges that are coming to Belize. And at the end of the day, they need to do what is in the best interest of the company, and by extension, us as a government need to be able to protect our taxpayers' money.
BTL has the capacity to drive Smart into the ground. Why not wait for that to happen? It's like you're asking the people to bail out Smart.
I don't know where you get this idea about bailing out, but this kind of consolidation happens everywhere, all over the world. It happens all the time. In the United States, companies are buying up one another, and everything is managed by regulation.
And to address public concerns about the proposed consolidation and potential rate hikes, Prime Minister Briceño says the Public Utilities Commissions will implement a freeze. Internet and telecom rates will not change for the next 12 months, and this regulation will apply whether the consolidation goes ahead or not.
So it's a lot of investment that has to take place to be able to keep up. And that is where the Public Utilities Commission comes in. In my discussion with Minister Shabat, he said that the PUC is already working in setting up a regulation, an SI, whereby that he will sign, probably next week, whereby they were saying that there will be no rate increase probably for the next 12 months in the telecom industry, with or without any consolidation. Whilst I think no more than ever you start to realize that probably we need to start to put some regulations in that industry, in that sector, the same way you have it in the water and energy sectors.
Coming up, government criticizes the venue of opposition Lord Ashcroft meeting. More when we return.
Hello, friends. I'm Dr. Bob Roberts with another 60-second sermon from God's Word. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Henry Ford once had an employee by the name of Dudley. One day Mr. Ford said to him, "Dudley, what is your big ambition in life?" "That's easy," said Dudley. "It's to make $1 million and to make it fast, to get myself a nice home, a nice car, a yacht, and then not have to work." A few days later, Mr. Ford called Dudley into his office and handed him a box. "There's a present for you, Dudley." "What is it?" asked Dudley. "Open it up. That's the best way to find out," said Mr. Ford. Dudley opened the box to find a pair of spectacles. The glass had been taken out, and 2 bright new silver dollars had been put where the glass had been. Mr. Ford then said, "Put them on," and Dudley did. "Now what do you see?" "Why, I don't see anything." "Of course you don't see anything," said Mr. Ford, "because the money is in your way. They have blinded you. But if you will put the glass back in, you will see the world and all kind of human needs around you. And if you will give yourself to meeting those needs and forget dollars, then the dollars will take care of themselves. Don't let the things of this world blind your vision of God's purpose for your life." Today's 60-second sermon has been presented by Christian Foundations of Faith in cooperation with the Baptist churches in your area.
Welcome to the new digitally transformed Vital Statistics Unit, the Civil Registry and Vital Statistics System, CRVS. The CRVS enhances accessibility, transparency, and customer satisfaction. VitalStats now offers online self-service, which allows you to apply for any service from the comfort of your home. You can now apply for services and pick up certificates at any of our district offices. All of our processes and forms have been standardized to improve the security and privacy of your data. The new digitally transformed VSU now offers secure e-certificates, providing applicants with the flexibility to request either an electronic certificate, a paper certificate, or both formats, digitally connecting citizens to all vital statistics services. Visit our website to learn more and start accessing VitalStats' improved services today.
This year, Belize felt more connected than ever. We stood with the moments that shape us, our culture, our youth, our stories. And we lifted young dreams even higher, powered by advancement and possibility. Everywhere, Belize is growing, and as the nation evolves, so does the way we connect. This year, Belize showed its light, and we were honored to drive innovation across the country. As we look ahead, our promise is simple: to unite communities, nurture dreams, and continue leading Belize's digital transformation. From our Digi family to yours, wishing you a bright and prosperous 2026.
Happy New Year!
In the heart of the Cayo district, Calico Jacks is proving that sustainability and success can go hand in hand.
When Calico Jacks wanted to move to solar energy, the biggest difficulty for us was the finance. Belize Bank believed in our vision, and we are very happy and grateful that they gave us this opportunity for the financing.
Through the Credit Risk Abatement Facility, a partnership between Belize Bank and the CARICOM Development Fund, small and medium businesses can access financing for renewable and energy-efficient solutions with reduced collateral requirements.
Here at SCSB, we're grateful for Belize Bank to make it easy for our clients to go green. We're proud to work with businesses like Calico Jacks to help them lower their costs and their carbon footprint.
At Belize Bank, we are powering Belize's transition to renewable energy, one business at a time. Together with our partners, we're making sustainable financing accessible for all.
Belize Bank, financing a greener, stronger Belize.
Political tensions flared after the opposition leader Tracy Panton met with billionaire Lord Michael Ashcroft aboard his yacht. The meeting raised a lot of eyebrows, and on Thursday we asked Prime Minister John Briceño and PUP Chairman Henry Charles Usher about it. Here's what they said.
I think every leader has a responsibility to meet with anybody, especially in the business community or in any way. I think it's their responsibility. No meeting on a yacht, no, that kind of makes you question the judgment. I think you could have met her somewhere else. No? But I think there's nothing wrong with the opposition to be able to meet with Mr. Ashcroft or any investor in Belize.
I leave it for you guys to to make comments on that, but I think it was in bad form to go on the yacht. I will say that. If you want to have a meeting, do it in your office.
Have you been on the yacht?
I have not. I have not. I've only seen pictures, but I have no intention of going on the Atlantic Goose. That's the name of it. No intention.
Earlier this week, the U.S. Department of State announced that it will suspend immigrant visa processing for 75 countries, including Belize, starting January 21st, citing concerns over applicants relying on welfare. But what does it mean for Belizeans hoping to live or work in the U.S. and for bilateral relations between the two countries? Prime Minister John Briceño says the decision appears to be driven by broad misconceptions about immigrants and insists Belize remains a reliable partner of the United States, even as key details of the policy remain unclear.
I don't think it has anything to do with CARICOM. I think it's just a belief that where President Trump, for some reason, you have this misconceived notion that foreigners or immigrants, when they go to the United States, they are going to just to benefit from the system. When every record will tell you that immigrants have built the United States. So it has nothing to do with punishing anybody, but you notice about 75 plus countries, and unfortunately Belize is one of them. Yet, you know, we really consider ourselves a good partner with the United States.
There's still more clarity that
Of course, a lot of clarity is left because we still don't know, and even up to yesterday, the United States Embassy in Belize was not sure. They have not gotten a full briefing as to what's taking place.
After months of delays and rain, the 2026 sugar crop will start Monday, January 19th. Prime Minister Briceño says investments in road and productivity are showing results, and with a new agreement between the Belize Sugarcane Farmers Association and Belize Sugar Industries, this year could signal a turnaround for the industry.
Well, a lot of roadworks have been done. I think we spent about $2 million. Is it enough? No, they're about to do. Yes, but the rains have not stopped. But what is important is that in this crop now that the BSCFA has already signed an agreement with BSI to be able to start the crop. From the looks of what we're seeing, the crop last year, it was very bleak, the projections, but our government invested about $3 million to fight the fusarium, and the result, we're seeing the results, and it seems that this year the productivity and the quality of the cane has improved.
They sleep on sidewalks, in public parks, and in abandoned buildings, often unseen and too often forgotten. Homelessness in the country is prompting action, with a new national initiative investing over $800,000 to expand shelters and support services in Belize City, Orange Walk, Cayo, and Sand Creek. Prime Minister John Briceño says the effort reflects the country's moral duty to care for its most vulnerable, especially those facing mental illness and addiction.
Development presented a paper to Cabinet where they expect to spend over $800,000 to be able to set up new homes, not only in Belize, but in Orange Walk, to look after the north, in Cayo and in Sand Creek. Homelessness is becoming a serious problem in our society, and it's a sad one. In many instances, many times these people have mental issues, and I know that lots of times people say, well, the family don't care for them. A lot of families try and they finally get frustrated, and then they end up on the streets. And now I think we believe that as our government and as a people, we also have a responsibility, a moral responsibility to do something for them. So the plan was presented to Cabinet, it was approved, but now we need to look at the budget. I was speaking with the CEO of investment last night, and I'm suggesting that maybe what we could do from the Bolido has become very, very successful. Remember that the UDP, they were collecting about $2.5 million. This year, it seems that we're going to make about $25 million in profit, 10 times more than what was happening under the UDP. So I'm thinking that maybe we should take monies from the Bolido to be able to finance this so that we can help our people.
And another factor that must be considered is policing the homeless and mentally challenged. You will recall the incident just a few weeks ago in Belize City where a man attacked two unsuspecting women. Following this incident, many called for stronger police presence. Senior Superintendent of Police Raimundo Reyes explains how the department is dealing with this matter.
I know that this is a concern. Recently,
there was a discussion in Belmopan in regards to the same situation, not knowing that Cabinet had already made an agreement or agreed that they will be looking into it, because it is a concern for us. We police officers, like always, we do have or respond to the situations and so forth, but when family members bring documents to present to us that this person is or has been certified medically unfit, there's not much that we could do. Now, with the assistance of other agencies, that will definitely help us. Early last year, if you could recall, there was an exercise done by not only the police department but by other ministries, where a lot of these people were removed from the streets and taken up north. But I believe that after the exercise was done for a 3-month period, it is something that they were trying out, and persons were released back into society. So looking at this and maybe doing the analysis and so forth, they have noticed that they do need more efforts to be done in emphasis for us to get assistance for these people that are living within the streets of Belize City.
After the break, all is not lost for Red Bank Scarlet Macaw Sanctuary. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
Updated your information recently? Well, kick off the new year as a winner. RF&G Insurance is giving you a free chance to win every month. Entering is easy. Just chat with us on WhatsApp and update your information. That's it. You'll be automatically entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win awesome prizes. Don't wait. Message us on WhatsApp and update your info today. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right. Borders in Central America, searching for the stories behind the places we think we know. I'm Sabrina Daly, traveling as a Belizean, curious about the culture, the people, and the experiences that make each destination stand out. From the spirited landscapes of Honduras to the evolving heartbeat of El Salvador.
Go pupusas!
This journey explores what it really feels like to travel our region. This is Across Borders.
In the heart of the Cayo district, Calico Jacks is proving that sustainability and success can go hand in hand.
When Calico Jacks wanted to move to solar energy, the biggest difficulty for us was the finance. Belize Bank believed in our vision, and we are very happy and grateful that they gave us this opportunity for the financing.
Through the Credit Risk Abatement Facility, a partnership between Belize Bank and the CARICOM Development Fund, small and medium businesses can access financing for renewable and energy-efficient solutions with reduced collateral requirements.
Here at SCSB, we're grateful for Belize Bank to make it easier for our clients to go green. We're proud to work with businesses like Calico Jacks to help them lower their costs and their carbon footprint.
At Belize Bank, we are powering Belize's transition to renewable energy, one business at a time. Together with our partners, we're making sustainable financing accessible for all.
Belize Bank, financing a greener, stronger Belize.
Start earning V-Bucks today. It's really quite easy. All you have to do is make a purchase at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember, V-Bucks is as good as cash. It's free money.
Download the V-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy.
V-Bucks, rewarding loyalty.
At Cellular World, we believe technology shouldn't just be functional. It should make your home uniquely yours. Design your smart home with the full range of Samsung appliances and TVs. Equip your kitchen with smart and stylish fridges, advanced microwaves, and whisper quiet dishwashers, bringing smart living to the heart of your home. Make daily tasks simple with efficient smart washers, powerful dryers, or an all-in-one laundry hub that adapts to your lifestyle. Experience true-to-life colors and spot-on sound with the Samsung Q LED Smart TV. Connect all your spaces instantly with the SmartThing app for seamless control wherever you go. Get all your Samsung products today with the peace of mind that only the 1-year warranty from the authorized distributor can give you. So stop by your favorite location and start designing your smart home today. Only at Cellular World.
Earlier this week, we took you to Red Bank Village where tensions rose high during a 3-hour public consultation. The government wants to establish a Sanctuary 2 area for scarlet macaws, but the residents aren't having it, voting to reject it. It got so heated that the meeting ended after a fight broke out. Minister of Sustainable Development Orlando Habet cited a communication breakdown as a key factor. Villagers said they already protect the birds and warned the project could cause more problems, while tour guides raised concerns over access and habitat protection. Here's that story.
Take
it easy, guys. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. We are not here to fight. We are not here to fight.
On Tuesday night, the consultation held in Red Bank Village to discuss the proposed Scarlet Macaw Sanctuary 2 in the Maya Mountains was abruptly cut short when a heated argument escalated to violence and residents were escorted away. The 3.5-hour-long event had been tense from the start when attendees demanded that local tour guide Basilio Mess cut his presentation short and move on to the next speaker.
It ensures the macaws will continue to return to Red Bank year after year.
Ultimately, residents voted no, as they were dissatisfied with the government and village council's failure to include the wider village in the conversation. Minister of Sustainable Development Orlando Habet says that while disappointed by the residents' decision, he believes that all hope is not lost.
While I'm a little bit disappointed, I'm also feeling that something positive can still come out, because apparently it is a failure in some of the communication. And so whether it is from our side or jointly from us and the village council, who did not do the proper consultation and communication with the people. But I believe that the people will come around, and so that eventually we will be able to have the the sanctuary established.
Habet cites a breakdown in communication between residents and the village council as a factor. Basilio Mess was one of several tour guides that brought serious concerns, such as the surveying of land and illegal logging, to the minister's desk. He shared with us how the sanctuary may benefit the community beyond tourism.
What they are planning to put in place is a body in the community whereby they can collect the park entry fee for every tourist that visit the place to come and see the birds, and those monies will then be used in the community for further development. There is their tax that they are going to be paving our road from the Southern Highway all the way to Red Bank Village, and also the village council will have sufficient monies whereby they can buy equipments. And as you can see here, this is a private piece of property, and the owner of this property actually came and mowed his grass here. Just imagine other farmers who don't have this type of equipments to work on their place, going to their farm.
Following the consultation, Stan Creek West Area Representative Rodwell Ferguson assured the public that he would work with the Lands Department to ensure that the land is not sold. Habet also addressed the concerns of residents regarding the possible farm relocation.
We also have possibly from the village people who want to have some parcels of land for agriculture or other purposes, and they might be on the fringes of the land that we want to put into conservation, or in some cases might be within the area. But all those can be resolved, because if they're in the fringes, fine, that we can establish a buffer. If they're within, then we can see if we can work with those who are within already to ask them to also be part of the conservation, because you can also have private and public conservation programs where we all participate. So I don't think it is all lost.
The proposed Sanctuary 2 differs from a Sanctuary 1, as it gives villagers the freedom to sustainably collect materials from the location. Additionally, the local community would be included in the care and management of the reserve. Tour guide Raul Tech believes that with more information, many would be open to the sanctuary.
When they hear the word reserve, they think that, they always speak about coxcomb, right? Nobody goes in there for hunting, no fishing or what's not. So the government is stepping in, however, and he's saying, you know what, Sanctuary 2 is better for Red Bank, which means they will do whatever they were doing with the land before. They can still be able to do it sustainably. And I think that is the way forward and will benefit many.
For now, the vote is still a no, and the government claims that it plans to work with Red Bank to ensure that the community is included in major decisions that affect the community going forward. However, the government and tour guides are still hoping that the village will consider implementing the sanctuary in the future. Brittany Gordon for News 5.
Social activist Jerry Enriquez says he wants a fair and meaningful investigation into claims of alleged misconduct filed with the Judicial and Legal Service Commission against Justice Tawanda Hondura. Back in late 2025, the JLSC dismissed the complaint. Well, Enriquez asserts that the dismissal was unjustified in the face of detailed and compelling evidence. So, he is now taking the JLSC to court. Enriquez requested High Court leave to sue the JLSC, and the court granted him that leave. Here's what he told us today.
No body, no politician, no area representative, neither the governor general, no one is above the law and the Constitution, the supreme law of Belize. This whole thing with the JLSC started when we filed a complaint for judicial misconduct during our very important, critical constitutional case for fair representation in our electoral system, as is mandated by the Constitution. That case did not go well, and we well, we've noted that there was judicial misconduct. We presented the evidence, the recordings, to the Judicial and Legal Services Commission. We filed that complaint, and we expected that they would respect our complaint and follow due process to investigate very effectively what our complaint was, and then arrive at a decision. But what has happened is that we found that there was a delay first in dealing with our complaint, and then when we threatened to carry it to court for judicial review, it was then that we got a response saying, well, our complaint did not merit further investigation. That means it did not. They said it did not reach the threshold for further action. We felt that it was unfair and it was not addressed meaningfully. Neither did we have any confidence that they used any of our sworn affidavits and the evidence we submitted, and it was dealt with behind closed doors. It was not transparent.
In October 2025, social activist Jerry Enriquez used the Freedom of Information Act to request details of how the Constituency Development Fund is being allocated. Well, there has been some development in relation to that request. The Office of the Prime Minister informed Enriquez that the requested information will be made available today.
Each area representative receives an amount of money from the government for his constituency. What we are asking, and through the Freedom of Information Act, is for the Prime Minister's office to reveal how much is granted to each area representative, and to state also how that money is being used in these electoral divisions. We want to ensure that there's accountability and transparency, and that they're not just dishing out the people's money for it to be used wastefully. The Office of the Prime Minister promised that they would have those figures to us. First, they said we had asked by December 15th, but we granted an extension in accordance with their request, and so by now they should have had those figures to us. We're still waiting, and I'm confident in the words and in the promise of the Cabinet Secretary that he will get it to us.
The government has approved long-awaited allowances for firefighters, NEMA officers, and other emergency personnel, a move welcomed by labor unions and frontline workers nationwide. The payments will be made retroactively to May 1st, 2025. Minister of Public Service Henry Charles Usher spoke about the importance of these allowances and what they mean for frontline workers.
I think that they are celebrating because there has been, so the allowances that we've been working on, and it's something that I met when I got the portfolio of disaster risk management. I didn't realize that our firefighters, that our NEMO officers were not getting this allowance that they should have gotten. We've been working on it for some time, and I'm happy that those allowances have been approved, and Ministry of Finance has gone ahead to make sure that they will be paid retroactive to May the 1st. So these firefighters and members from NEMO and some medical officers will be getting these allowances retro.
What the amount of money we're looking at for this retroactive reimbursement?
Cumulative, I am not sure, but it's different allowances that you have. It's on-call allowance, it's hazard allowance, things like that. So there are different things, and different officers qualify for these different allowances. But it's something that they should have been getting for a long time. I know we've been working with the union to get those done. So I'm happy that we've had the resolution and that we were able to have it retroactive so that they can, collect from May 1st and going forward.
Belize is taking a major step toward a smarter energy future as Belize Electricity Limited and the Caribbean Development Bank launched the $68 million CDB BEL Power 8 project. The initiative will modernize the power grid with thousands of smart meters, offering near real-time monitoring, improved reliability, and greater efficiency. BEL CEO John Mencia says the project marks a leap toward a more resilient electricity system, while CDB Vice President Dr. Isaac Solomon highlighted their confidence in BEL.
The Power 8 project, also known as the Advanced Metering Infrastructure AMI Implementation Project, represents a strategic investment in the modernization of Belize's energy grid. This forward-looking initiative It is designed to empower our customers, optimize utility operations, and align BL with modern energy solutions. Of course, all contributing to national energy efficiency and sustainability. It is for us a foundational step towards building a more resilient and intelligent grid. The project will deploy approximately 115 smart meters across the country, supported by advanced communications and analytics systems that enable real-time energy usage, monitoring, remote operational control, and enhanced customer engagement.
It is a profound honor and pleasure for us at the Caribbean Development Bank to join you here today for the launch of this transformative advanced metering infrastructure upgrade project. We are deeply grateful for the trust placed in us as the main financier of this visionary initiative, and we are immensely proud to stand as partners in progress with BEL and the people of Belize. Today marks an important milestone, not just for Belize's electricity sector, but for how this country prepares its energy system for the future.
When we return, Belizeans in need receive free wheelchairs from the Red Cross.
For decades, BEL has powered Belize's growth and progress, lighting homes, energizing industries, and fueling national development. But in a world reshaped by extreme weather patterns, digital transformation, and evolving customer needs, the future of energy demands a new approach. The future of energy is now, and it's not just about new technology, it's about people and how we use, manage, and store power smarter. BEL is leading the transformation, blending modern advancements with the wisdom of sustainable energy practices. Integrating technologies will redefine how Belize produces and uses energy. With distributed generation and smart grid technologies, customers are becoming power partners. Energy is no longer a one-way street. BEL is making key investments that will reinforce the grid to make this a reality, ensuring energy security for generations. At BEL, we are more than an energy provider. We work to safeguard Belize's energy future, which will have demand response programs, where customers will be able to shift use during peak hours to take advantage of the new time of use or off-peak rate structures. Customer energy portals, real-time insights and tools to track usage and manage energy smarter. Smart metering, advanced metering infrastructure, faster, safer service and actionable energy insights. Distributed generation, integrating rooftop solar, microgrids and battery storage for two-way power flows into the national grid. Together, we are bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
LG dual inverter compressor cools air faster by operating at speeds as high as 120 Hz with more stability compared to conventional models. It also saves up to 70% more energy by operating at speeds as low as 10 Hz with more stability. It reduces torque vibration down to 40% for quiet outdoor unit operation. Stable operation with low vibrations also results in increased durability.
This year reminded us that our work is so much more than communication. It's connection. Every time we supported a school, a youth program, or a community event, we felt the heartbeat of Belize. We met students who just needed someone to believe in them, and families grateful for a supportive hand. We saw communities welcome SMART not just as a brand, but a trusted friend. For us, impact is created through service, presence, and purpose. As we move into a new year, we remain committed to empowering our communities and sharing stories that reflect how SMART strengthens the connections that matter most.
That commitment to people drives how we build our products. We focus on delivering real value and flexibility. We upgraded our postpaid plans to include social media data, keeping you connected to your favorite platforms without the extra cost. For the prepay family, we enhanced prepay plans to ensure you get more data and benefits from every single recharge. Flex bundles now better match real-time budgets, improving affordability. We introduced affordable Mexico data bundles to keep you connected while traveling. We are listening, adapting, and ensuring you get high-value connectivity you deserve.
Great plans need a great network. SMART strengthened its promise of bringing people together by investing heavily in expansion. We added new towers in key areas, bringing a stronger signal and improved service to more communities. Customers along the coastal road in Blancano, Mountain Pine Ridge, and Cristo Rey now enjoy more consistent coverage, making SMART a reliable companion for every journey. SMART launched its fiber network in Sartineja, bringing reliable high-speed connectivity for today's digital needs.
At SMART, we strive to reflect the energy of Belize in everything we do. From celebrating 20 years of excellent service to exciting collaborations, we've shared unforgettable times. We've delighted you with our biggest giveaways and deals ever, ads you could laugh and connect to, and launched a revamped website to make your digital experience faster and more engaging.
As we look forward to the new year, we remain committed to what matters to you most. The communities we serve, the connections we build, and the precious moments we all share. All these remind us of our true identity and steadfast purpose, bringing people together.
The Right Honorable George Cadle Price, a national hero, continues to inspire respect across Belize. This year, a special ceremony was held at Independence Hall in Belize City to honor the father of the nation. Price's grandnephew, Henry Charles Usher, says George Price Day is not just about political leadership, but also a reminder of the values Price stood for: faith, commitment, and unity. Shane Williams was there and files the following report.
When we speak about George Price, we're not only speaking about independence and politics, we are speaking about a mindset. He believed that leadership is service. He believed that our people matter. He believed that our democracy is not a decoration, it is a daily practice. And he believed that the future of Belize is strongest when every Belizean feels seen, heard, and valued. That is why this day should never feel like a routine ceremony. George Price Day is a reminder that our nation was built with faith, patience, and a steady commitment to unity.
While there's the elaborate ceremony and pageantry organized every year to celebrate the birth of the Right Honorable George Cadle Price, for those who knew him personally and professionally, George Price Day is a time for reflection on the many pieces of advice he offered.
One of the things he always told me is that public service is the highest call for any Belizean, and that we must always take it seriously. But at the same time, don't take yourself too serious, because you're here to serve the people.
He always said that in order to lead, you have to serve. And that was something that always resonated with me when I was younger, that it wasn't about portfolios, it wasn't about positions, it was about people. It was about making sure that you could do the work of the people. And as I spoke about this morning in my remarks, I think that his legacy is one of service, certainly, but it's also one of enduring faith and enduring confidence in what he believed in. And he believed in a free, independent Belize. He believed in the Belizean identity. And certainly we need to continue that legacy and honor him in any way we can.
But for most Belizeans and to the area of the business community, George Price Day is just another one of those costly public and bank holidays. Nothing is done and no benefit is gained. We asked Usher what he would like to see on his great-grandfather's birthday. For most Belizeans, George Price Day is just a day off. What should George Price Day be for the average Belizean?
So I've always tried to say that when in September we have National Service Day. I'm hoping that January 15 can evolve into a National Education Day, a day when Belizeans take some time to learn something new, read a book, learn a new skill, learn something to assist you in making decisions for your home, for your community, for your country. It's all about that. It's about learning. It's about making sure you use your leisure time in a productive way. That's what he always advocated for. Don't use your leisure time just to be relaxing and not doing anything that you can learn from. Try to learn. So I'm hoping that this day, George Price Day, can be National Education Day.
George Price Day is more than a holiday. It serves as a reminder of a legacy rooted in service, unity, and an enduring belief in the Belizean people. Shane Williams reporting for News 5.
The Belize Red Cross wrapped up a 2-day wheelchair clinic in Belize City this week. Partnering with international volunteers from the Church of Jesus Christ for Latter-day Saints, the program assessed and provided 19 Belizeans with custom-built wheelchairs to meet their individual needs. Brittany Gordon reports.
81-year-old Carrie Miguel, who suffers from rheumatoid arthritis, received a brand new wheelchair from the Belize Red Cross today, replacing her old, worn-out chair and bringing her great joy.
Very comfortable, and it helps me to get the one that I had. I get around with it a lot, and now this will be better because a smoother ride.
The wheelchair clinic, hosted with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, has partnered with the Belize Red Cross since 2019. The nationwide program trains volunteers to custom-build chairs for individual needs, says volunteer Dan Mills.
These are to standards that are international standards, which is a great thing for Belize because it allows the trainees to be at a high level to be able to figure out what the abilities are for the wheelchair user and to be very, very specific about what they can do and what they can't do. Because the way the chair can be prescribed and built can be completely customized to the individual based on what their challenges are and what their limitations are. Whether they've had a stroke or they've had a spinal cord injury or they're frail or elderly or sometimes like this woman that we just interviewed have another unique orthopedic diagnosis.
Not only are volunteers trained to build wheelchairs, but they are also taught how to assess recipients to ensure that they are able to move safely in it. Miguel commends the team for their service.
I would like to come every day. Everybody's so nice, so very, very nice. I'm very happy. I am pleased. I am satisfied. Oh, I would really want to come every day.
To ensure each recipient's safety, they must meet a criteria before they can be given a wheelchair. Monica Heredia Hernandez tells us how they are assessed.
They have to be able to sit at a 90-degree angle, and what that means is sit up independently without any back support. They must not have any recent bed sores, or if they had one, it has to be dry. They have to have bladder and bowel control movements, and we have another round of assessments that we do to see if they're qualified for the chair. And the reason why we do this is because all wheelchairs are different, just like all shoes are different. And if you require something special and we don't have it, we could cause more harm than good if we give you the wrong wheelchair.
The chairs are built to last and are made with materials that can be found in Belize, should any repairs become necessary. According to Miguel, regaining her freedom to move has been a great relief.
I've been needing one for a long time. I am so grateful to be here, so grateful, so thankful to be here getting this wheelchair. It really means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. I'm very grateful.
The Belize Red Cross also offers mobility aids to those in need, such as crutches, canes, and walkers, and are available countrywide to all Belizeans. Brittany Gordon for News 5.
A Belize police officer is under investigation after a disturbing video surfaced showing him shoving a woman to the ground during a heated confrontation outside her home in Belize City. The incident happened as a family was holding a wake for a baby, with mourners gathered both inside and along the street. In the footage circulating online, officers are seen ordering people to move indoors. Tensions rising quickly, words were exchanged, and moments later, the officer appears to push the woman who was recording the scene, sending her to the ground. The video has since sparked public outrage and renewed concerns about police conduct. Senior Superintendent Raymunda Reyes confirmed today that the matter has been referred to the Professional Standards Branch.
This morning I saw a video recording. PSB has been directed to look into the matter, so that matter will be investigated and reports will be given. If the person comes to the police station and makes a complaint, then it will be dealt with.
And when it comes to what the police were actually trying to enforce there of getting these people off of the street, is that something that is considered in a law, given that those people don't have like space for a veranda and they want to just commune in their community?
What people have to realize, we the police officers, when we approach situations like this, is because we try to minimize incidents from happening. When we have persons hanging around on the street side or in front of a house, they become a target to the situation. So maybe the way how the police officer handled the situation was not that perfect or professional, but his intent was to have them in a safe area inside the premises to avoid them being a victim for shootings. We have seen it over and over that whenever people see gatherings and so forth, that is what they take advantage of and shootings happen.
2 men are in police custody after an early morning shooting outside Midnight Lounge in Belize City. Police say 28-year-old Guadalupe Escalante and 19-year-old Kenyon Maskell were detained after expended shells were found on the pavement and inside a red Kia Soul. According to Senior Superintendent of Police Raymunda Reyes, a search of the vehicle uncovered a .38 revolver and a 22 live rounds. Investigators report the men were involved in an altercation inside the nightclub that led to gunfire outside.
We have a report of a shooting incident. Luckily, nobody was injured. Police intercepted a vehicle with 2 occupants. A search was conducted on the vehicle, which led to the discovery of a .38 revolver and some ammunition on board. So that matter is being looked at. Persons will definitely be charged for kept firearm without a gun license and ammunition.
The Belize Police Department received a new police booth on Orange Street in Belize City. It was donated by local businesses. Previously operating from a tent, officers now have a safe space at the busy checkpoint near rival gang areas. Senior Superintendent Raymunda Reyes told us why this is important to policing in the area.
At first, police officers used to use a tent, but because of certain reasons where we saw that police officers were not actually moving around the way how we wanted, and we had a spike of shooting incidents within close proximity, administration at that time decided to remove the tents, not only from this area, but from other areas within the city. But the community is the one who actually saw the need and donated this booth for the officers here. This is a key point within the city where we have people traverse from the Taylor's Alley area into the George Street area, and it's a business hub. So having the police presence here actually assists us in minimizing incidents of robbery, shootings, and so forth. So we welcome the assistance of the community. They saw it necessary, they approached administration in Belmopan, and they agreed that yes, you could come assist us, and they donated the book for the officers here.
Up next, Belize student wins platinum at Robotics Olympiad.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
This year reminded us that our work is so much more than communication. It's connection. Every time we supported a school, a youth program, or a community event, we felt the heartbeat of Belize. We met students who just needed someone to believe in them, and families grateful for a supportive hand. We saw communities welcome SMART not just as a brand, but a trusted friend. For us, impact is created through service, presence, and purpose. As we move into a new year, we remain committed to empowering our communities and sharing stories that reflect how SMART strengthens the connections that matter most.
That commitment to people drives how we build our products. We focus on delivering real value and flexibility. We upgraded our postpaid plans to include social media data, keeping you connected to your favorite platforms without the extra cost. For the prepaid family, we enhanced prepaid plans to ensure you get more data and benefits from every single recharge. Flex bundles now better match real-time budgets, improving affordability. We introduced affordable Mexico data bundles to keep you connected while traveling. We are listening, adapting, and ensuring you get high-value connectivity you deserve.
Great plans need a great network. SMART strengthened its promise of bringing people together by investing heavily in expansion. We added new towers in key areas, bringing a stronger signal and improved service to more communities. Customers along the coastal road in Blancano, Mountain Pine Ridge, and Cristo Rey now enjoy more consistent coverage, making SMART a reliable companion for every journey. SMART launched its fiber network in Sartineja, bringing reliable high-speed connectivity for today's digital needs.
At SMART, we strive to reflect the energy of Belize in everything we do. From celebrating 20 years of excellent service to exciting collaborations, we've shared unforgettable times. We've delighted you with our biggest giveaways and deals ever. Ads you could laugh and connect to, and launched a revamped website to make your digital experience faster and more engaging.
As we look forward to the new year, we remain committed to what matters to you most. The communities we serve, the connections we build, and the precious moments we all share. All these remind us of our true identity and steadfast purpose, bringing people together.
Start your day the right way with your Morning Boost. Get moving with energizing workouts, refreshing yoga sessions, and easy tips to keep your mind and body in balance. From fitness to personal growth and positivity, we're here to kickstart your mornings with motivation that lasts all day. Wake up to wellness. Your Morning Boost, every day at 6 a.m.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Aiwa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Aiwa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Aiwa. And for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Aiwa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Aiwa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Our culture shapes who we are, and sometimes it can also help us heal. Tonight, we take a closer look at Creole Culture Therapy, a unique experience that combines music, dance, and storytelling to connect people with their roots, their community, and themselves. Sabrina Daly shows us how rhythm and tradition are bringing healing to Belize.
Wilford Felix is the president of the National Creole Council and a passionate enthusiast of his cultural identity. Beyond the title, he lives and breathes Creole culture to preserve tradition while creating spaces for healing, connection, and cultural pride.
Being a cultural advocate, I draw from my childhood. We never used to drum, but we used to knock bucket. We used to knock pint bottle. We used to scrape grater. And we sing with songs and we bring in our house.
While his passion for Creole culture was shaped early on, drawing from memories of childhood expression and improvisation, that commitment deepened through mentorship. And with the passing of elder pioneers, the torch of Creole culture needed new hands to carry it forward.
They are giants, and I actually feel inadequate when it comes to fulfilling their life's work. But as we say in the National Creole Council, one okra full basket. So the example that Emmett is setting, he is still with us, and I personally want to give him his flowers while he's still alive. I looked at the age group that these advocates are in, and then I looked at my age group and even the younger ones, and there's not much of us in this age group that's taking up the work.
Felix lives his Creole culture daily through language, dress, and music. As a second-generation member of the Boom and Chime Band, he keeps the traditional sound alive, rooted in storytelling and Creole identity, while supporting local creatives and celebrating Caribbean culture. This
drum is the original boom drum from Mr. Peter's Boom and Chime Band. According to Mr. Peter's grandson, Demry Lewis, who is the current lead singer of the Boom and Chime second-generation band, this drum was built by Mr. Peter's dad, close to either before or shortly after the 1931 hurricane. So we're looking at a drum that's closing in on 100 years.
Formerly certified as a mental health counselor, Felix believes the rhythmic sounds and dances of his culture's music offer more than tradition. They hold a powerful connection to healing, helping people process emotions, strengthen community bonds, and carry forward cultural identity.
Taking my experience as a counselor and my experience as a cultural practitioner, the two merge. Traditionally, this is what the music is for. Not just for us to feel good, not just for us to have fun, but deeper, the reason it feels good is because it's repairing us.
While Felix channels the rhythms and dances of Creole music to promote healing and preserve culture, Michelle Shanti Williams of Shanti Belize uses yoga and meditation to foster well-being and community connection. She spoke about the similarities between their work.
Like Wilfred describes his therapy, the Creole culture therapy, it incorporates call and response, which is also something we call it kirtan. The dancing and the movement is almost like free dancing, and we incorporate all the elements. And so I was so happy to find that he was also developing this.
At the helm of Creole culture therapy He invites participants at Shanti Belize to explore Creole culture through artistry of rhythm, storytelling, and collective expression.
You might be in a place where you're coming from a high stress environment. So you might want to do nothing but just sit down. Maybe you even just want to lay down. Maybe you want to sit down in our lotus position and meditate to the music. So we'll have varied area or designated areas set up for these types of interaction.
While there's room for conventional healing, Felix shows that holistic healing can also have its place when embraced. A space to connect, reflect, and find comfort through someone else's culture or your very own. Looking on the bright side, I'm Sabrina Daly.
Podcast is available at greaterbelize.com on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Jamie Rock. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, have a happy and safe weekend. Good night.